Coach, and then we'll go to questions.
Hey, first of all, I want to give credit to West Virginia, especially those seniors, man. You know, it's always tough on senior night because some guys try to do too much and some guys try not to do too much. And you know, thought Early was able to jump on them, and they settled down and they played like seniors on senior night are supposed to play. And so the credit to them and what they did, were able to do, especially in the second half. Like we couldn't guard them, and they were really good. And so credit to Coach Huggins, those guys, and I'm thankful for my team and the conference that scheduled it. We've a record that we've been able to compile, and we knew this would be tough, especially without Desi today. But I'm very proud of our effort and looking forward to the Big 12 tournament.
Where do you think you missed Desi the most today?
Defensively, ball handling, being able to run certain things that we had gotten. You know, we last few games, 5 games or so, we'd gotten into a really good rotation of subbing and things that we thought we could be effective with, both on the offensive end, and this just changed everything, you know. And so it was a good learning experience, though. I mean, we saw some things out there that some things happened out there that hadn't happened during the last 5 games that are things that we can address and be ready and more prepared the next time.
And he'll be back for the Big 12 tournament.
Yeah, he'll be back for the Big 12 tournament.
West Virginia had all of their normal primary scoring options on today. What makes them so difficult to defend when everybody's getting this?
I mean, first of all, they turned us over 20 times, and so they're out in transition, and there's no defense for transition. I mean, like live ball turnovers, there's not any defense for that. And then, you know, in their home wins, they've, you know, made 23 free throws, and I think tonight they made 22. There's no defense at the free throw line. And then when Stevens decides he's going to just rise up over the top of you and drill shots the way he was, then it just makes it hard.
Did this game have a tournament feel for you? And you mentioned a little bit about this helping you prepare for the postseason, but was there a little bit of extra intensity, did you feel like, today?
Yeah, I mean, I know we wanted to win the game, okay? And I thought they, not only because it was senior night, but, you know, I mean, people are saying they're on the bubble, and that's everybody outside of the Big 12 who says there's a Big 12 team on the bubble, because, I mean, just any team in our league is an NCAA tournament team and can win games in the NCAA tournament. It's just, there's nothing like it. I've been in this league, this is my 20th year. It's never been this good, top to bottom, and you know, unfortunately we beat each other up. But I mean, I think I'm not positive. I think they had the top strength of schedule non-conference wise. You know, Pittsburgh is tied for first in the ACC. They beat them by 30. Alabama lost at OU by 30. You know, I mean, we just have really, really good teams in our league. So they had motivation for what they wanted to do today. And I always tell the team, like, where we want to go, we call it a place of fire, right? And so, you know, everybody wants the trophy and the confetti to fall. And what you have to think is, what does it look like 20 minutes before the trophy ceremony and the confetti falls? And that's a place of fire. It's chaotic. The crowd is going crazy. You have to try and communicate. You know, it's just it's a tough situation to be in, and you got to be able to be calm in those tough situations. And it was great because we hadn't been in that on the road in a minute, and so now we got some things we can go back and work on, and they can understand a little bit better what it means about being in that place of fire.
What is your perspective going to be for the Big 12 tournament now that you're in charge?
We're going to go try to win 3 games in 3 days, and I mean, that's everybody's. I think that's always been our perspective, you know. So I'd say some years you sit around and think, man, maybe we only want to win 1, you know, and get that extra day of rest. But I don't, with this team, I don't feel that way. But the hardest game to win is the first game, right? And no matter who we play, it's going to be a quad 1 game, right? And I mean, it's going to be an NCAA tournament game. So we want to go. I think our guys are fired up about the opportunity. I'm fired up because this is the first time I feel like we'll have a home court advantage in Kansas City. The other 19 times we didn't have a home court advantage, so I'm fired up about our fans being there. We have the best fans in America, and I know they're going to show up in Kansas City, and we're going to have a great time.
You think
Is
West
there ever
Virginia?
a shot that you don't want Marquise to take? Do you ever tell him no?
We have this little thing between us, we talk about the one-a-day vitamins, and so there's some shots, the one-a-day vitamins, and he gets one of them, and now if it goes in, then he gets to do it again. But so there's sometimes, I've seen it go in so many times, and he's just a young man that you just have to give confidence and freedom to, because he really wants to win, right? That's all he's trying to do is win, and as long as he understands time and score, I'm okay with him. He's terrific.
I noticed your interaction with Naquan Tomlin after he fouled out. Are you still kind of working with him on how to remain aggressive and playing without fouling?
No, that was one of our situations that we haven't had take place in a long time. Some of the guys were on the floor saying, "Don't foul," but it was so loud that the only thing he heard was foul, right? So we have a word that we use when we want to foul, okay? And it doesn't sound anything like foul or don't foul, but we have a word that we use, and it was just, for me, as a coach, I'm like, crap, we haven't rehearsed that recently, so that was my fault that took place there.
With Desi Sills being out, was there any thoughts of going to Dorian Finster today?
No.
Anything else for Coach? Okay.